here I am, fresh as a flower, so yeah.
Alexa just made it through a 3-set battle at the Miami Open. And it wasn't just about defeating her opponent. She also had to overcome veteran mind games, deliberate delays, and the bold attempts to get into her head. If you thought this was just a routine round of 64 match, you missed some of the most intense drama of the tournament so far. Because what unfolded on that court between Alex and Laura Siegemund wasn't just tennis, it was a mental showdown. And our girl Alex proved she has nerves of steel. Quick question before we dive into the details. Did you catch that moment when Alex finally had enough and approached the umpire? Drop a comment if you were rooting for her when she stood her ground. Honestly, that level of composure is exactly what can push her into the top 10. And be real, how did you feel watching those stalling tactics? Let me know in the comments if that kind of behavior frustrates you too. Alright, let's break down what actually happened on the court.
They are allowed to let people in, yes. Even in between the games, yes. It's been like this since a long time.
Because this match was an absolute roller coaster. We're talking 6-7, 6-3, 6-3, over 3 hours of high-intensity tennis in the Miami Heat. And look, we knew this was going to be a tough one. Laura Siegemund isn't your typical opponent. She's 38, a seasoned veteran with every slice, every drop shot, and every trick in the book. She's currently ranked outside the top 100, but don't let that mislead you. She's a former top 3-0 player who knows exactly how to frustrate younger seeds. And in the first set, it worked. Alex was playing well, striking the ball cleanly, but Siegemund kept dragging things out, slowing the pace, and disrupting the rhythm. It went to a tiebreak, and honestly, Alex had her opportunities, but Siegemund edged it 8-6. At that moment, you're thinking, oh no, is the pressure of defending those 390 points getting to her? Remember, she's defending a semi-final run here, so every match matters. Dropping that first set felt like a punch to the gut. But this is where it gets interesting, because that's when the real Alex showed up. The second set begins, and you can see Alex locked in. She grabs an early break and leads 2-1, 15-0 on her serve. Then comes the moment everyone is talking about. Alex is in the middle of her service motion, tossing the ball, and Siegemund suddenly turns around and walks back to the fence, stopping the point before it even starts. Now, if you follow tennis, you know Siegemund has a reputation. She's been warned about the shot clock throughout her career. But doing that mid-service motion, that's next-level gamesmanship. You could see Alex catch the ball, pause, and give that "are you serious?" look. But instead of letting it shake her, instead of getting frustrated and double faulting, Alex handled it like a veteran. She walked straight to the chair umpire, no yelling, no drama, and simply said, "Can you watch her time?" pointing out the repeated delays. When the umpire said there were still 6 seconds left, Alex stood her ground and replied, "I was about to serve," and she turned around. That's sharp, that's a 2-0. Year-old, making it clear she won't be pushed around. The umpire responded by saying he'd keep an eye on it, but also told Alex to monitor her own clock, a classic "I'm watching both of you" situation. But the message was clear. Alex wasn't going to let Siegemund control the tempo of her service games. And then came the response. She didn't just take the set, she dominated it 6-3, completely shifting the momentum and basically saying, "Your tactics aren't working." Now fast forward to the third set, and this is where things really escalate. Usually, when a veteran like Siegemund loses that psychological edge, they either collapse or double down. Siegemund doubled down. She broke early to level it at 1-1, and you could feel the tension building. The crowd was fully engaged, and the support for Alex in Miami has been incredible. We'll get into that interview later because it says a lot about her mindset. But back to the match. 1-1 the third. Long, grinding rallies, Siegemund mixing in low slices that barely cleared the net. Alex had to stay low, stay patient, and avoid overhitting. Then at 2-1, Alex breaks back in a tough game and goes up 3-1. From there, she never looked back. She closed it out 6-3 the third. Match over. Round of 32, here we come. Now let's talk about the technical side of this win. Because if you're following Alex, you need to recognize how much her game has improved. Last year, she relied heavily on power big forehands, aggressive returns. But against someone like Siegemund, power alone isn't enough. You need discipline. In that third set, Siegemund kept trying to lure her into mistakes with soft, low slices. A year ago, Alex might have tried to crush those shots and ended up making errors. This time, she stayed patient, mixed in her own variety, moved Siegemund side to side, waited for the right opening, and then struck. That's high-level tennis IQ. She's not just hitting shots, she's solving problems on the court. And her physical conditioning was outstanding. 3 hours in the Miami humidity against a player who forces long rallies, and Alex looked fresher at the end than at the beginning. If you're wondering why she's ranked 24th in the 2026 race, that's exactly why she's outworking everyone. But the most exciting part is what comes next. By winning this match, Alex has set up the matchup every tennis fan has been waiting for, the rematch against Iga Świątek in the round of 32. Think about it. 12 months ago on this same court, Alex shocked the world by beating Iga in the quarterfinals. That win launched her into the spotlight. It's why you now see Philippine flags in every stadium she plays in. And now they meet again. Świątek is the world number 3 and the 2nd seed, and you know she wants revenge. She got a bit of payback in Madrid last year, but doing it in Miami, where Alex made her name, that's personal. In a recent interview, Alex talked about how unexpected the fame has been. She said it's strange to see herself as famous when she's just been herself her whole life. But she also mentioned that once you get used to it, you start to enjoy it because the atmosphere is completely different in a packed stadium. That tells you everything. She's no longer intimidated by the spotlight, she's embracing it. She's still grounded, but she's ready for the big stage. And there's no bigger stage right now than facing Świątek while defending semi-final points. I'm calling it now, this match is going to be a classic. Świątek is playing incredible tennis, but Alex has the blueprint. She knows how to disrupt her rhythm, and these courts suit her game perfectly. After going through the Siegemund experience, Alex is battle-tested. She's already handled some of the toughest gamesmanship on tour. Facing a clean, world-class hitter like Świątek might actually feel easier in comparison. And the stats back it up. 72% first serves in, that's elite. Only 28 unforced errors in a 3-hour match against someone who constantly changes pace, that's discipline. And her breakpoint conversion, 5 out of 9 she delivered when it mattered most. But here's what no one is talking about yet. If Alex beats Świątek, her ranking won't just recover, it will skyrocket. She's currently around number 50 after losing those 390 points. But a win over the 2nd seed and a run to the round of 16 would push her right back into the top 30 before the tournament even ends. That ranking drop would look like nothing more than a brief blip. So here's the bigger picture. Can Eala isn't just a rising Filipino star anymore. She's a giant killer. She can handle controversy. She can lose a heartbreaking first set, deal with frustrating tactics, and still come out on top because her mental strength is elite. She even said it herself, she's happy Filipinos are getting more exposure to tennis, and that it's a way to connect and show pride in their culture. And today, that pride was on full display. That win was all heart. So now the question is, where does this victory rank for you? Was it more impressive than her Indian Wells run because of everything she had to deal with? And the big one, can she beat Świątek again? I've got Alex in 3 sets. I think the Miami magic is real. What's your prediction? Drop it in the comments and let's debate. And if you're riding with Eala, hit that subscribe button. We're covering every moment of this Miami run. And the Świątek breakdown is going to be huge. You don't want to miss it. We're here for history, we're here for it all, and we're here for Can Eala.